This video will show you how to replace the front engine torque strut mount bracket on a Pontiac Grand Prix. This will be located on the front of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. We're paying attention in between our engine torque strut and the engine torque strut bracket. We have a 15mm headed mounting bolt coming from the outboard side to the inboard side. Over here, there's a 15mm headed mounting nut. When you go to remove the bolt, you may find that it's stuck in place. You should be able to gently flex the engine. We can rock this as necessary and remove that bolt. Now, of course, we do need to make it so we can pivot this engine torque strut out of the way. So I'm looking at the other end of the torque strut mount. Same process here, except we're only going to loosen it. We need this to be able to pivot. 15mm for each side. Now we're going to pivot the engine torque strut mount down and away from the bracket. If necessary, you can try to push on the engine and slide that down. Now we're going to start removing the bracket from the body of the vehicle. You're going to find that there's 4 13mm headed mounting bolts. 2 are out in the open, and you'll have 1 inside of each circular port. Now we can take hold of that bracket, slide it away from the body of the vehicle. There it is, friend. Now, prior to installing any brand new part, of course, we want to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting surface. So I'm looking along the body of the vehicle. Let's get ready to install our new bracket. We'll slide it into position. At this point, we have to start on all 4 pieces of hardware before tightening any of them. We start out in the open here. For the bolts inside of each one of these 2 ports, you may find it easiest if you take your 13mm socket, take a small piece of paper or a small piece of rag, slide it inside with the bolt. That will prevent it from falling, so you can easily make your way inside of the port. They're all started in, let's snug them up, and then I'm going to torque them to 30 foot-pounds. Double check to make sure that's secured in place. Let's bring our engine torque strut into place. Now at this point we have our through bolt. The through bolt would come through from the outboard side towards the inboard side. You can adjust the engine forward or rearward as necessary simply by tugging on it. Now at this point, we can snug and torque each piece of hardware. I'll be torquing that bolt to 35 foot-pounds. On to the next. Now when I snug this one, I'm going to be torquing it to 37 foot-pounds. Okay friend, we finished our installation. The next thing you have to do is make your way inside the passenger compartment. With the vehicle running and your foot on the brake, run the vehicle through all of your gears. We want to make sure the engine does not shift around too much. Aside from that, you can go ahead and close the hood and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.